De mare.
Shadaim, peace and freedom. I'm Reverend Dr. Queen Mother Imakhu, and it's my pleasure to be here with you again during Africa Week. And I want to say thank you to Alexandra for asking me to come back, and also actually for tonight, I asked if I could come back. We had some issues with my clock ticking last time. And so I wanted to be able to share with you in a very peaceful way without the clock right there with the microphone. And it forced me to go out and get a wall clock, which makes no sound, and which makes me very happy. And I'm sure that it'll make you happy to be able to flow through this and enjoy the beautiful African guitar music that we have playing. This is a kora that is playing. Kora is an ancient form of a lute or a guitar. I explained last time how the lute is or was considered to be a very pleasing instrument, the ancient guitar, to the ancient Kemites. And this practice of yoga that I do and that I share is called SHENU. I call it SHENU because our practice is SHENU. SHENU means full circle, the harmonious full circle. And it is also the circle of introspection. It is also about looking at who is in your circle and also what you draw into your life to make it positive. And in order to be able to protect yourself, because SHENU also refers to the protection circle that goes around the name, and your name is everything. But everything that you do speaks to who you are, including how you take care of your body. SHENU yoga, or Ika SHENU. Ika is a word that I found in my research that refers to yoga, and also the compound word of yuga or yuge, which predates the Sanskrit of yoga. This yogic practice is a gentle one. It is one that works with the body. It flows harmoniously in Ma'at. Ma'at is the word that is mispronounced. Ma'at is how many people say it, but it is actually Ma'at. And the long A sound represents the measure of a person's character. So it's consistent with the fact that it is called Ma'at. What is Ma'at? It is harmony, reciprocity, balance, justice, order, and higher love. And we focus on all of these things in every aspect of our lives, in our Khametic, in our SHENU Khametic practice, but also in our Ika SHENU, in our Khametic yoga practice. This is based on my own research and also the fact that I've been doing yoga since I was 12 years old. I'm now 60, and it's been of tremendous benefit to me so many ways. For instance, today was a day when I was getting ready for tonight, and all of a sudden I smelled gas in the house. I had to call the public service and gas company, and they came over and found out that there was something wrong with the stove. And then my internet wasn't working. Found out there was a glitch in with Verizon, with my provider, and so they had to do a diagnostic and fix it on their end. And this is all before I had to go on the air. Had a business meeting today earlier on, and had prayer session, and had to go out and run errands. I had a very, very full day. But the beauty of it is that I'm able to now relax with SHENU Ika, and I hope you will as well. Let's move now over to our studio space. Now, I'm not going to put my chair too far away because of the fact that you'll be using the chair. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to be bringing the chair back into this at some point, but for right now, some of you probably come in from work, probably really benefit from standing up right now for a little while and just kind of getting loose. And so we're going to start out that way. This is designed to relax you, bring you to a nice, calm, centered space. And so, let us rotate our shoulders back. I'll be using some terms that are from the Khametic language, the ancient Egyptian language. Not too many so you don't get overwhelmed, but enough for you to get a taste of the beauty of the language and also how it harmoniously fits in with what we are doing because the words sound so beautiful. And they invoke positive energy. And forward. Don't worry about if you've ever done yoga before. Just go with the flow. And pick your shoulders up and up and drop and up and drop. Okay, now you're going to gently pull your arms back. Do not overstretch. You're only going to go as far as what is comfortable for you. It's not about competition. It's about your personal best. Let them just drop down. And again, to the back. Gently pushing, gently. Reach. The word for reach is ge. Reach and release. One more time. And back. And release. Now we're going to come forward. Reach, reach, reach. Reaching up as far as what's comfortable for you. Now, I want to warn people who have heart conditions, please do not reach beyond your heart level. Okay? And gently bring your arms down. Before we just release, now we're going to use some control and come up and down. Bring it down and up. And now flip your palms over, spread your fingers. Spread your fingers and let your hands drop. Keep your arms up though if you can. And spread your fingers again. And release. The word for release is wuhe. Wuhe ni means I release. And stretch, okay? Stretch. And wuhe. And now you're going to make your fingers into a nice tight fist as you bring your arms back towards your chest. Nice and tight. And wuhe. And make the fist. Wuhe. And fist. Nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight. And wuhe. Shake it out. Rub your hands together. Interlace your fingers and stretch only as far as what is comfortable for you. Many of us have had years of overworking our shoulders, our arms, our hands, whether it's sitting at a computer, whether it's bagging groceries, whether it's driving, lifting too much. Don't overstretch. And now you can let it flop down. And bring your arms up again. Interlace your fingers, flip it out, and stretch again if you can. And release. Okay. All right, one more time. Up Hands together. Interlace your fingers. Rotate outward. And moving. All right, now to shake it out. Shake it out. All right, we've done all this work with our arms now. Let's do one more thing. Let's back up a little bit so you can see a little better. Okay, and so you're going to reach upward. Yahweh, lifting up in praise. We give praise to the divine, to the cheer, because we are part of the divine. Bring your head down and rock back. And back to neutral and bring your arms down. And now we're going to inhale, Sadek. Inhale, Nifa is exhale. Sadek. Nifa. Last time, Sadek. Nifa. Bring the arms down. Shake your hands out. And bring your feet a little more apart. And very slowly, we're going to bend at the knees. Slowly. Only as far as you can go. Hold your palms like so, as you're holding two balls of light. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing and bring your palms down. Place them on your thighs and slowly come up. Get in touch with your breath. How are you doing? Once more, we're going to bend at the knees. Bring the palms up. Imagine you're holding two balls of light. And Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing and bring your arms down. Come up. Palms on your thighs. And let's bring our feet together. Shake your hips out. Shake it out. Relax, 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 relax. And shake your shoulders along with that shimmy. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do woos. Woos is an enhancer movement. In fact, the symbol for woos is, I'm looking around for fabric because I usually have fabric. Wait a minute, I got this right here. It's not fabric, this is actually a blanket. This is one of my favorite blankets that I use while I'm doing yoga. But woos represents the blanket that was seen on the backs of the chairs of the Nasut, the king and queen, or also the Shepsut, the person of high importance, who is a woman, or the Sheps, who is the male, okay? And so it would usually be an animal skin, but you see the shape of it here, like this. And we are going to fold ourselves at the waist in just that same way. And woos means to enhance, or it is heat, okay? But it would be also the equivalent of ashe. Wusir is empowerment, it is heat, and it is connecting. It opens you up, and this move opens up the body, and it heats you up, and it helps to prepare you for some of the moves that are coming up, okay? And so now with the ashe in Yoruba, that refers to the crown, and wusarit, wuser, wusarit were the names for that were given to people who were of royalty. or of high status. And the crown image, or the crown chakra, is what connects your power, personal power, to the divine. It is the same with the movement and the energy of Wus and Wuser, Wuserit. Okay? You had your visual. There is a hieroglyph that goes along with it, which looks just like that. Think of like a candy cane or a cane in general. Okay? So, let's get back into a comfortable position here, standing. And bring our feet together. Although if you need to balance yourself more, you can bring your feet apart so that they are equal with your shoulders, okay? Just to give yourself a little bit more support. And otherwise, you can stand like so with your feet together. We're going to gently bend at the waist, and we're going to let our arms just hang forward, all right? And let's begin. Just move forward. No pressure. If this is all you can do, that's cool. And you can also do this from your chair. If this is all you can do, then that's cool too, okay? It is your personal best. Do not overstretch. And we say woos, which enhances. Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Let your breathing. If you need to bend your knees like so, that's fine, just to give yourself some more support. And let's come up slowly. And drop your head back to balance out that blood flow. And bring it back to neutral position. Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. And I'm going to bring my feet apart a little bit. For those of you who need to have your feet apart, just so you feel as though you're not alone in this, all right? And again, we're going to bend at the waist. We're going to fold forward. Let's go. Let's say woos. And Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. And let's come back up. And drop the head back. Dropping the head back to balance out the blood flow. Making sure I'm still on here. I just lost my sound. Check, check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2, check 1, check 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is speak up so that everybody can hear me. I'm just going to check. Let me check in with you all.
Queen Mother, I can hear you well even without the mic.
Great. Okay, so then I'm going to just go ahead on. Wonderful. Okay. All right, so again, feet apart. And this time we're going to bring our arms up, Yahweh, and down into Sharer, prayer pose. At this point, we're going to press our hands together, keeping your fingers loose, but you're going to press the palms together. And then you're going to release. Press is Mejut, and release is Wuke. And on the inhale, we're going to press. On the exhale, we're going to release. Are we ready? Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. And let's do that one more time. And Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. All right, let's bring our hands back down to our palms. And let's do some floor work, shall we? Coming down gently to the floor if you can. If you want to stay in your chair, that's fine too. People ask, what is the sensation with Khametic yoga now? And to be honest with you, as we've done more and more research, for those of us who have been on this path, living the Khametic lifestyle, in fact, we call it living the culture, we delve more and more into learning about the truths of the ancient past. And it has been discovered that there are yogic poses that have existed since the beginning of Khametic culture that have been left behind on the in the temples and in the sacred writings, and they can't be denied. So I've done even more extensive research to learn more about what are the names of the poses. And so my program is in truth the most extensive and the most full circle program that exists because of all of the names that I have linked as far as the keperu or poses back to ancient Kemet, as well as connecting hesi or chants and also hekau or words of power along with the poses and the meditation. Meditation is kat. And the derivative word is ka, which means to focus. And this is the symbol for ka. So all of the energy that is raised is kept right here so that you're able to then narrow in and focus. Meditation allows you to release and focus. And so before we leave, we're going to end up doing a little bit of meditation, okay, so you're able to go into a better dream state, hopefully tonight. But I wanted to just take a little moment to explain about what the big deal is about Khametic yoga. Our brand of yoga, SHENU Khametic, which has Khametic spelled K-H-A-M, as opposed to K-E-M, deals also with positive influence. K-H-A-M, the Khametic language, talks about the positive influence that you exert on others and that you bring to the world. And so that is the focus and spelling that we use in our branding of Khametic yoga, just so it's clear. Okay, while we're here in this pose, and this is scribe's pose, you're able to take both hands like this. Scribe's pose. The scribe, who was very important in ancient Kemet, to learn how to read and write, put you a cut above the rest of the average citizens, or so-called average citizens in Kemet. So it was believed. Because as we know that knowledge is power and unlocked so much for you, it was the same. And so children were taken into the temples and were taught by the Seba, the teacher, how to scribe. This is the scribe pose. This is a good pose to meditate in and to relax in. Let's take a few moments and recite some words. This is we're in scribe pose of hekau, words of power, affirmations. Anuk, I am. Anuk, I am. Nukpu, Nuk, I am that I am. This is all from ancient Kemetic writings. That means that you are one with the divine source. Way am way. I am one with the one. Can you say that with me? Way and way. One with the one. One from the one. One of the one. It means that you are one with the divine. Take a few moments to just acknowledge that within yourself. Sometimes we can feel so low. This world can beat you down, it truly can. But by reminding yourself through hekau, through positive affirmations, you're able to elevate yourself and able to draw people to you who are able to affirm your own personal worth. SHENU, full circle. Who is in your circle? Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. Now, I want you to take your hands like so. Place them on your chest. At your heart center. The heart is hat. The Kemetic language is hat. It is also the word ib. Ib means positive intention. It means the mind, and it means heart, all at once. Feel what is in your heart. Get in touch with your own heartbeat. And your breath. Your life is beautiful. Think of all the things that you love. The word for love is mer. Mer. It's also the word for water. There are many words for water in the Kemetic language. Mer happens to be my favorite because it also means love. What flows into your life that you love? What do you attract into your life that you love? What do you send out into the world that you love? Do you know that you are beloved? Because you are. Your existence affirms the fact that you should know that you are beloved because you're of the divine. You say, Anuk Merit, I am beloved. Say it with me. Anuk, I am Merit, beloved. And as we get more in touch with our own breath and heartbeats, let's breathe in, Serek, Nifa, Serek, Nifa, Serek, Nifa. Relax your breathing. Let's reach upward again. Reaching up, reach. Let's alternate shoulders. Okay. Reach. Extend. And now we're going to slowly bend at the waist. Remember what we did with moose? And we're going to come forward, drop the head forward, and hold. Palms upward. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. And let's come back. Dropping the arms down slowly, actually. And back into scribe pose. Flip your palms over. Drop your head back to balance out the blood flow. And come forward. And back to neutral position. Let's shift now into modified SHENU. SHENU is the lotus. Now I always explain, I gave up doing full lotus years ago. It has been found that it is not necessarily always beneficial. Many people have blown their kneecaps out trying to get into full lotus. And so as we grow in yogic practice, for those of us who have been devotees, practitioners, and yoginis or yogis, those of us who are certified, those of us who are officially recognized teachers, we've learned that there are some things that are no longer relevant, some things that no longer have any kind of real substantial meaning, like sitting full lotus. If it works for you, that's fine. For me, I give it up. Okay, so don't worry about that. All right, as far as my trying to twist you up into a pretzel. Okay, so get nice and relaxed. If sitting cross-legged for you is comfortable here, then that's fine. If it's comfortable here, that's fine. Okay, we're not talking about perfection. We're talking about your personal best. And as you continue to work regularly in stretching, and hopefully you will stretch in some way every day, then you'll find not only that your internal organs are working better, but you'll find that your stretch increases as well, your carriage increases. And as we get older, many of us find that there are people who kind of slouch forward, and maybe you find yourself slouching forward too. Work to straighten your back so that your body remembers that this is where it should be, as opposed to falling forward. And so let's sit nice and straight. Okay. So that mi fa, so that mi fa, so that mi fa. Relax your breathing. And now let's work the head. Let us drop the head forward again. Feel that stretch. And now we're going to bring it to the left. All right. Left is yabit. Let's roll to the left. Kerker is to roll. And now to the back. Imanit, right. And drop down. And again. Yabit. Move the back. Again. Imanit. And forward. And now opposite direction. Imanit, left. I'm sorry, right. Again, back. Yabit, left. And down. Once more. Imanit, right. Again, back. Yabit, left. And bring it down. And let's bring it back to neutral position. So that. Mi fa. So that. Mi fa. So that. Mi fa. Relax your breathing. All right. To raise our energy now, we're going to do a pose called Bekudet. Bekudet is the winged disc that elevates, and it is a form of Heru, who many of you know to be Horus from the Greek name, but the actual name is Heru. Heru means to be awakened. This is Heru Bekudet. And so this deals with ascension. You're going to spread your fingers out, stretch your hands, stretch out your fingers. And now you're going to curl your fingers in as you keep your thumbs stretched toward the body. And we're going to slowly bring the arms up. Bring the thumbs so they're close together, almost touching, not quite. And then bring it back down. So you see that as the action. All right. Now on Serek, we're going to bring it up. Nifa, we bring it back down. Are we ready? Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Now you see I'm bringing the thumbs closer together as I'm coming up. Serek. Nifa. A little faster. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Last time. Serek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. Open your fingers. Stretch. Stretch. You probably need that, right? Stretch and okay, release. And again, okay, extend. Okay. 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 And let's bring the arms down. All right, let's rotate the shoulders back. I'm sure you feel that in your shoulder blades, do you? Yes. And forward. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. All right. Bring your hands behind you. And extend. Extend your legs. All right, let's shake out the legs. And drop the head back. Enjoy that stretch. Oh, does that feel good? So we're opening up the chest. Lift up the chest. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. And come up, nice straight back. Drop your head forward. As we just did a modified version of Mehi, which means to submerge. And let's bring hands back again. Lean back. Oh, feel that? Lift up the chest. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Serek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. In this pose, you just surrender. Mehi means to just give in to the divine flow, surrender. And nice straight back as we come up. And drop your head forward to balance out the blood flow. And back to neutral position. In SHENU Khametic yoga, we don't hold poses for too long. We need to be flowing through. Okay? All right, so here's something I'd like you to do. We're going to do a modified version of what we just did, except for it will be welcoming in the sun. Before we submerged, taking the plunge as though you're submerging into water and just relaxing. But now we're going to welcome the sun ray. All right, so go back into Seshen, modified Seshen. Take your hands to your knees. And now we're going to move back. Again, lean back, holding on to your knees. This is actually the Seshen receiving the sun rays. We say, Shespi Rei, I receive the sun. The Seshen or the lotus opens in the day to receive the sun, and as it does, it shows its glorious beauty as each petal unfolds and opens. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. And now, nice straight back. But now we're going to come forward. Just relax yourself forward. Just droop forward. As the Seshen closes at night and pulls itself down beneath the water to rest. And this movement here symbolizes how we need to take time to rest in the evening in order to regenerate our cells. And also, this is a symbol of discernment, because as beautiful and resplendent as the Seshen or the lotus is, it also represents illumination. And those who are truly illuminated know when to close and when to go into hiding. They don't show off everything that they know. So let's drop down and honoring discernment, honoring rest, honoring regeneration, healing through rest, making sure we get enough rest, that we take the time to rest. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. Again, remembering only stretching as far as what is comfortable for you, your personal best. And now let's come up. Again, we're going to grab the knees and lean back. Receiving the sun, we say Shespi, which is I receive Re, the sun. Shespi Re. Shespi Re. Shespi Re. Let's inhale. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. I love this pose. Feel a nice stretch in your neck, throughout your chin area. And now, nice straight back. And rock the head forward, and let's fold forward, bringing ourselves down. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Sarek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. And let's come back up to neutral position. Rock the head back to balance out the blood flow. And bring the chin into the chest. And back to center. Let's slowly turn the head to the left. If yabit. If is to turn or to twist. If yabit. Turn or twist left. And sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. If ek, twist center. And in SHENU Yoga, this is the only program that is where I've done all the work to retrieve all of the terms for the directions, the movements that we do, as in if, twist, right, imanit. Eventually, through this program, you will expand your vocabulary in ways you would never have imagined, and learning also the meta nature or the hieroglyphs. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. Leave ek, twist center. As an initiated high priestess and elder in this church, in this tradition, for many years, living the culture has been all important. It has been my focus. Living the Khametic viewpoint has been how I process the world. And it also was, it made it easy for me then to be able to translate when it came to yoga, or Ika, or Ike, or Yuke, or Yuka, or Ika. And as someone who does research every single day in the retrieval of our culture, and the retrieval of our language, and the retrieval of our practice in going back to ancient times and bringing it forward, and learning the correct poses and the correct names and so forth, it has brought expanded meaning to my life. And also we do goal setting in the classes that I teach. I want to mention also that if you're interested in this, we've got about another 10 minutes. If you're interested in this, you can please visit my website when we're done at queenmotherimaku.com, or go to SHENUashram.org. My ministry is SHENU Ashram, SHENU Khametic Ashram, formerly SHENU Khametic Temple. And having an ashram online is wonderfully satisfying, because of the fact that yoga has been so much of my life since I've been 12. And I also teach it to children, even though I teach music and drumming, and I've taught theater all these years and different aspects of the arts. I brought art to our youth in lockdown. I've taught young adults who are in lockdown, and I've taught at-risk youth in general. I've taught youth and adults who have learning challenges and who find that they have also anger issues. Teaching all of this has been empowering for those who are seeking ways to be able to center themselves and to regulate themselves, especially for children. And so if you're interested in a children's class or family class, please go to SHENUashram.org. I also do free classes, but for the more intense classes where you will learn the deeper aspects of SHENU Khametic, where you'll learn, again, the hieroglyphs, the Hesi, the chants, okay? We call the hieroglyphs Medu-Neter, the words of God, the Hesi, the chants, Hekau, the words of power, Keperu, the poses, and then also Wuhem, the stories, okay? The telling of the stories that go along with the poses, and the Netsharu, the various aspects of the quote-unquote gods and goddesses who are part of Netshu, the divine oneness, the divine Godhead, if you will, for lack of a better term, the divine creative force. You'll learn all about them in this class, in the SHENU Khametic yoga class. And so you'll find out about that. You can sign up for that For those of you who watch this new sign up, right now it says $200 for members, $240 for non-members, and that's for an 8-week course. But if you are watching tonight and you would like to break it up into monthly, then reach out to me and let me know that you saw me tonight on Africa Week. And I will make sure to make that allowance for you so that you're paying $100 a month instead of a lump sum, okay? All right. And so, let me see, we've got less than 10 minutes. Oh, I wanted to also share, yes, the chair, working with the chair. Let's come up. And you can grab a chair. Let me refresh the music here. You can grab a chair with a back, okay? Okay. I have the studio chair. It's a favorite of mine. This originally was one color, but as an artist, I changed it to fit my decor. So you can use your chair for support. All right. Now, actually, let me bring this over here, center. Feet apart. And I want you to just, we talked about woos before with the blanket. Now we're going to just drape ourselves over the chair as though we are the blanket. You get a nice stretch in your lower back in this way and also in your upper thighs. And your glutes get a nice stretch. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. And let's come up slowly. And let's come up. And Kai is to elevate, all right? And so Kai. And release down, okay. Kai, up on the toes if you can. Okay. Kai. Okay. And if you can, rotate your feet outward and let's bend the knees. Coming down. Sadek. Nifa. Coming up on the exhale. Let's come down on the inhale. Sadek. Nifa. Last time. Sadek. And Nifa. Kai. Okay. Kai. Okay. Kai. Okay. All right. And now, I'd like you to step to the side of your chair. I'm going to show you how to do modified Ibis pose. The Ibis, stepping on my plant here, move my plant. The Ibis stands on one leg. This happens to be my favorite pose. Many of us know it here, okay? Right? This is my favorite meditation pose. But you don't have to do that. There are modifications that I always do in my class, all right? And so, if you need to bring it here, then that's fine. Or here, okay? If you're able to bring it up here, that's fine. If you're also able to bring it up here, that's fine too. A little wobbly there, okay. Actually, it's funny because I'm steadier without the chair. I'm doing even pose. But, so, do an inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. You can have your hand here, or extended upward. All right? Let's bring the hand right here for right now. Okay? If you're having balance issues and you don't, a wobbly chair like I do, you can just bring it down here. All right? If you need to rest your toe on the floor, that's fine too. Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Sedek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. As you work with this and your balance gets better, you can bring your foot into your shin. Eventually place it up here at your thigh, all right? And you're gonna do the other side as well. Let's quickly do that before we close. Okay? Let's bring it here. Sadek. Nifa. The ibis is Jehuti, the wise man who stands in the lake. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. There is a wonderful story about how Jehuti's treasures are at the bottom of a lake, actually the bottom of the river, and about someone who goes on a wild pursuit to try to get those treasures. I share those stories in the class. Okay. All right, let's bring it down. Relax. You shake out your hips. Okay. Now I'm going to move my chair back over here as we close out and switch cameras back. Hoping that everyone is okay. Okay. We'll do 1 minute. 1 minute of quickly getting back in touch with ourselves in meditation. Sadek. Nifa. Hands in Sharir. Sadek. Nifa. Sadek. Nifa. Relax your breathing. Know that you are divine. Know that you are loved. And if you don't feel as though you are lovable, find something within yourself. The fact that you are here means that you have purpose. You are lovable. Netshir, the word we use, for lack of a better term, for God or the divine creative force, is a compound word meaning no limitations. We believe that the creative force is without, but also within. You are limitless if you believe it to be so. Open yourself up to divine intention and limitlessness, your divine purpose. Much love to you. Thank you, Africa.